Hi, my name is Carlos Ocampo. I'm a chef at the Pescara restaurant in Northbrook, Illinois. Um, this year we put a menu together for Christmas, and one of the items in the menu is a prime New York steak, and I'm gonna show you how to cook one. Okay, so here we have a 10 ounces New York steak, and first thing you want to do is you want to dry the meat a little bit. Obviously, we're gonna give you this meat already seared and ready to be baked, but we want to just, any excess of moist, we want it to dry it out. And then as you can see, there is different grades on meat. There's prime, there is choice, but the prime, it has a lot of more marbling in the middle, which gives the steak a lot of more flavor and more tender. Okay, so what we're gonna season this steak with, we're gonna take some salt and pepper. And then we're gonna take some Montreal seasoning that we make in the restaurant. So it's basically bay leaves, there's garlic, there's rosemary, there is thyme. It's a really nice fresh herbs seasoning. Okay. So we do a nice layer of the seasoning on the steak. And then the next step is gonna be to sear it, okay? Okay, so now we're gonna sear our steak, okay? I just take a pan, get it a little medium hot. Gonna use some oil. And I have my tongs ready. We have to wait for the pan to get nice and hot. Okay, now that our pan is hot, we're gonna sear our steak. Okay. So you want to give them a nice sear. About maybe 1-2 minutes on each side. You want to get a nice color on the steak. Now that our steaks are seared, okay, they're gonna be ready to be baked. Again, this steak is being cooked right now, so it's gonna take a lot less time than the one we're gonna give you that is seared. We're gonna give it to you cold, so you're gonna have to bake it a little bit longer. This one, the meat inside is not so cold. It's like, getting a little bit warm, so it's gonna take a lot less time. Okay. Now we're gonna remove our steaks from the pan. And we're gonna bake them right away. So what I'm going to do, use a little bit more of fresh herbs. Got some rosemary in here. Got some fresh thyme. And we're gonna take our baking pan. We're gonna put some herbs underneath the steak. A little bit of the rosemary and fresh thyme. Okay. And we're gonna take our steaks, put them right on top. Okay. And also have some garlic butter. So it's just butter and herbs, a little bit of garlic, and we're gonna bake it over the steak. Okay, so this steaks, it's not so thick. It's about an inch thick. On the New York, this is a little bit thinner. I wanted to cook them medium rare medium, so we're gonna bake it for like 8 minutes only. My oven is already preheat to 375 degrees. So we're gonna put our steaks in the oven and wait 8-10 minutes. Okay, so now 8 minutes is gone, so we're gonna take our steak out. Okay, we have our prime New York steak, and we're gonna take them off the pan so they don't get overcooked. And then we're gonna let them rest a little bit. Okay, remember, anytime you cook steaks, you have to let them rest. If you cut them right away, you're gonna bleed out and you're gonna dry out the steak. In the meantime, I'm going to heat up some sauce for the garnish for the steak. Okay, I'm gonna use the same pan where I seared them. Okay, so I'm gonna turn it on. I'm gonna get rid of a little bit of this grease, a little bit too much grease. So we leave a little bit on. We can use the same herbs that we bake the steak on. Okay, use the herbs, and then I'm gonna use some fresh garlic. You can use shallots too if you like. Again, we're gonna give you the sauce ready just to heat it up and put it over the steak. I'm just walking you through the process that we do. A little bit of garlic. I already have my steak sauce, or steak au jus, which is like veal bones cooked down with vegetables, some red wine, and we make like kind of like a really rich steak sauce. And we'll use that. You want to get some color on the garlic as well. Also have some green peppercorns. I'm gonna put a little bit of this on the sauce. Just crush them a little bit. Okay, and we'll put this on the sauce as well. Here, green peppercorn. A little bit more flavor. Put some of the steak sauce. Highly recommended. Highly recommended. This is a nice sauce we're gonna put over our steak. A little bit more butter. Why not? A little bit more butter. Okay, and remember, our steak is resting in the meantime. Okay, while our sauce is getting ready. Okay. Let it cook down a little bit. Okay. Really good flavor. Really good flavor. Okay. Okay, so now, our steak is ready, is well rested. We have our sauce as well ready. Obviously, there's gonna be garnishes for the steak. They're gonna be on our menu. We have truffle mac and cheese. We also have a roasted vegetable medley. So this one is just the steak. I'm doing this at home because I didn't have a chance to do this at work. So hopefully this is medium rare medium. Okay. I'm gonna slice it so we can see how is, when you let the steak rest nicely, it's going to be a nice even color on the steak. When you bake it or broil it and then you take it out and cut it right away, the steak will bleed out and it's gonna get dry. And this is a prime New York. You know, it's a really good steak. It's really expensive. So if you don't do it right, it's not gonna be the same experience. Okay, so now our steak is ready. We're gonna plate it. And we're giving one steak per person. Highly recommended. Highly recommended. Here's our steak. Perfectly medium rare. Mira nomás, good job. This is our steak ready to go. Okay. And then we're gonna put some of that beautiful sauce on top of the steak. Here's my cuchara. Okay. Gonna put some of these herbs as well in here. Okay. And then we just put some of the sauce over the steak. And here we go. Very rustic, ready for dinner. Okay. Our herbs, you know, a little presentation. I clean up the plate a little bit in case I have somebody special coming for dinner, some special guest that will appreciate our steak. Nice to cook. Okay. And okay, now our steak is ready. We're gonna give it a try. It has some Malbec wine right here from Argentina to go well with our prime New York steak. And let's try it. Okay, so our steak is perfectly cooked. It's medium rare, medium, and a little bit of garlic. Nice and tender, delicious. Thank you very much.